Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me at the Lonely Vine. So we're working on Thanksgiving week here, and I know it's been a while since I put a video up. Just had a lot going on. I've completely redesigned the Lonely Vine website, as you may or may have not noticed, depending on how you got to this video. You can see I got a new little haircut going, and that's probably all I'm going to be doing. No, not really, but I'm not going to bore you too much. But on this Thanksgiving week, I figured it was time to get up a new tasting. We're going to go blind. The Vintage's shop gave me this cool, svelte little nice gold wrapping in the wine today. I guess we can just get right into it. I hope everybody's had a good November so far. A lot of you guys doing the Movember. As you can see, I am not partaking in that because it would look really bad. So let's see what we got here. Red wine, definitely very bright in colors. I know I do this all the time and they probably all look exactly the same, but very light in color. Definitely can see through it. Already getting some good smells coming off of it. There is some residual color being left on the glass. I'm not sure if you're seeing, yeah, I think you can see the little bit of pink that's sticking on there. What else can you say about the color? Very clear wine, just it's very bright. I mean, there's definitely ruby in color, but very bright is like the only really word I can use to describe it. I know that's odd to say about a red, but it's a very bright wine. Very interesting. So what's everybody know? I haven't been drinking before I filmed this, trust me. Let's go, I'll just skip that and we'll just get right into the sniffy sniff here. Very interesting nose coming off of this one. I'm definitely getting some earthiness to it. There's like dust. There's a dusty component to it. You can feel a little bit of the heat. I think there might be a fair amount of alcohol in here. It's got some wicked crazy legs cooking, you know. Getting like a tartness, like cranberry, raspberry. Those kind of tart fruits, red fruits, definitely red fruits. But no like strawberry, no cherry, nothing like that. There is a earthiness to it. It's not real deep. Like you know, sometimes when I smell old world wines and it's got that earthiness, it's a deep earthiness. You know, forest floor. It's really hearty. It's a hearty smell. This is not a hearty earth smell. It's just like the color. It's a lighter color. It's a lighter nose. The red fruit. Very interesting. I have no idea what this could be. I really don't. That's embarrassing to say that. I just, usually based on the smell, I have some idea. I'm usually wrong, but I have some idea of where I'm thinking it is. This, I have no clue. So I guess I'm going to have to take a drink. Very light-bodied red wine. There's a pepperiness to it that comes off right away. It's right in the initial attack. I get that peppery flavor to it. As the finish is lingering, I'm definitely getting more fruit flavors coming through. It's that cranberry, that tartness. It's really, I'm feeling it like in the back of my throat. It's not like an alcohol feel. It's this tartness that's coming through. This is really interesting. And that dustiness that I mentioned, that light earthiness, I really get that, especially in the mid palate. There's a decent amount of acid to this. I mean, it's been a few seconds since I swallowed it, and my salivary glands are still cooking. I'm still swallowing. I still feel that acid. There's a decent tannin structure. It's not overwhelming or anything like that, but it really coats the mouth. This is a really tasty bottle of wine. I am so stumped. I'll kind of walk through my brain as where my brain is going on this, in an attempt to show my work to maybe get some extra credit points, because I most likely won't get this right. It is light in color. Even though there is a little bit of residual staining on the glass, I still am thinking this is more of a thinner skinned grape. There's not a huge tannic. Wait a second. I thought I got something on the nose a minute, but it was fleeting, and it's not there anymore. But a lighter skin grape. The tannins are there, but they're not huge. So right away, I'm taking off things like Cabernet. I'll probably eliminate Merlot. Little nod to my Merlot friends out there that have the same problems as I do with it. And I'm not getting the olive characteristic that my good friend Stacy would tell me I would get out of a Merlot. Right, Stacy? With the light color, the first thing I think of is Pinot Noir. This does have some of the characteristics I kind of think that are there. I would expect more chocolate, more of wood, vanilla, if it was going to be a Malbec. So I don't think it's a Malbec. It could be Burgundy, which is going to be Pinot. Yeah, that's where I'm going, is Pinot on this. It doesn't have the darkness I would expect, or the tannins that would come from like a Nebbiolo. It doesn't have the color I would expect out of Sangiovese. I don't think this would really. This could be something out of Spain, but it just doesn't say Spain to me. And I'm empty. I'm gonna have to pour some more. Oh, these videos, I tell you, they're tough to make sometimes. Not so much. Because even when I'm struggling, I'm really enjoying myself. So Okay. I'm at 10 minutes. I'm way past any kind of time frame that I should be. But it's a holiday week, so I'm just kind of letting it go. I'm going to say it's a Pinot Noir. I'm going to say it's New World. There's not enough earthiness. There's not enough of the components that I expect out of old world wines. There is some earthiness and some dustiness to it, but it's pretty low key. Even though it was the first thing I smelled when I stuck my nose in there, that it wasn't the dominant component in the nose. It was just what I noticed right away, if that makes any sense at all. There is this slightest hint, and it's there now. There is this slightest vegetal component to it. Which really... So when you get that vegetal component, you really think, cab, it's not dark enough to be a cab. Could be a Cab Franc, but I don't think it is, because I would expect, again, when you're talking about those old world wines, you're expecting more earthiness, more minerality, more of that old world funk to it. Whereas this is, it's there. I'm gonna stick with my Pinot Noir. I'm not gonna. It's a really tasty bottle of wine. I'm really happy with it. So I'm gonna say Pinot Noir. I'm going to say New World. I don't... Where the hell is this from? I don't think it's U.S. I don't think it's California. I don't think it's Oregon, Washington. I'm not getting that out of this. It's man, I'm going really long on this one. I think I'll say, I'm thinking Southern Hemisphere, possibly Australia, or possibly somewhere in South America. But I don't know where. Year-wise, it's a very young wine. So I'll say this is a 2009. And there you have it. I'm approaching 15 minutes now of taking your time up. So let's go ahead and do the reveal here. See what we're looking at. All right, I'm nowhere near anywhere right on anything, it looks like. I'm trying to find out where the... Well, this is it's 80% Malbec and 20% Merlot. Clos La Coutade. It's a 2009 Cahors. It is a red, looks like a table wine. Fair enough. I was right on absolutely nothing about this but the year. Very interesting. This is going to be, it's the Cahors regions. This is going to be France. This is going to be southwest France. Excellent bottle of wine. I don't have a price on it, but it's in the I think $18 to $22 range. Really, this was just a really good bottle of wine. I don't put scores on wines because I really don't think I have the expertise. I don't know my palate well enough to apply scores, but I mean, I would recommend giving this one a try. Again, it is the Clos La Coutade, said without a French accent there. 2009 Cahors red wine, bottled on property, imported by Mr. Kermit Lynch. Great find. 80% Malbec. I really didn't see that. Maybe it was the Merlot that was kind of messing with me there, but I didn't get that. There's a couple of things you expect out of Malbecs that I didn't get there. Anyway, I'm approaching 17 minutes now, so most of you have probably already left. But those that haven't, I just want to say have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to spend it with family, and if not with family, with very close friends, because it's a time where we should really spend it with the people we love. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a good bottle of wine with your dinner. Probably a Pinot or a Chardonnay. That's generally what everybody says you should pair it with. And until next time, cheers.